All right, guys, welcome back to another Talk Dragon Tuesday with RPW. Now, if you're new to my channel, you have come across my most popular video known as Talk Dragon Tuesday. It comes out every single Tuesday, and not only are you going to be able to get the most up-to-date information coming to the, to the game in the next week or so, but you're also going to be able to enter for a chance to win a $20 in-game pack weekly. And we actually will cut your name up, throw it in a bowl, and do that drawing live on my channel either Saturday or Sunday of every week. And I usually see the prizes go out the following week. Now, it is January 15th, which means it's about time to release the Festive Dragon. So we're going to be going over that a little bit today. Plus, we're going to talk about a new question that a player had, not just one player specifically on my team, but a question that I even had about Kavana within WarDragons on the Atlas side. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the upcoming event. But let's first talk about the breeding event. Now, the breeding event can be one of those that you either truly, truly love, or you're not so happy because you don't get what you wanted. Now, I personally got my Stormheim, which is what I was wanting, but I had to grind out some egg token missions there at the end in order to get him because I was like 50 away. But I did get him. I'm working him to breedable as we speak. But let's talk about the issue within the breeding event. Now, this is personal gaming issue. This isn't the issues that WarDragons needs to fix. But let's say you don't have enough egg tokens, guys. You've got to remember that doing at least one of each of the egg token missions every day is going to help you tremendously. It does add up. Being on an Atlas team with castles is going to help you tremendously. And of course, doing those glory runs so that you can, gain the tokens to be able to do your rider missions will also gain you tokens. It all adds up. So try to get out there and do those little extra things in order to get better tokens for this next breeding coming up. Now this week is...
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Guys, so the Team Gauntlet is going to be here this coming week. And if you don't know a lot about the Team Gauntlet, then be sure to check my event guide series on this particular event. I am hoping to do some updated events probably next season and updated event videos. However, this is one of those events where you can either make it or break it depending on how often you log in and what you do. So be sure to check with your team and see what their specific strategy is for this specific event. All right, guys, now when it comes to the Winter Joel season, there is some information I want to go over with you guys today, specifically regarding, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing so far. Now, I did get Hilder, and so far, at least on the Atlas bases, when I utilize this dragon, she is fantastic. She can go above and beyond her call. Now, of course, you got to remember that's without any kind of mage towers. And then, of course, whenever I hit regular bases, she does pretty darn good, guys. She is definitely a great dragon. However, when it comes to this dragon, if there's defenders, once again, the sorcerers tend to be on the weaker end. And what I like to do, because I love to fly sorcerers and they're generally in my roster, is I'll utilize a lot of these to build up rage, like take out rage islands, and then build up the rage for the player behind me, and then swap while my warrior is taking out, like one tower, for example, on the kill island. I'll swap before those super shots can hit me, and basically use it as a setup dragon for the one behind me without being able to really do much, like lock things down, unfortunately. But like you can utilize with this one that spell to freeze everything, swap if you're just fast enough without being touched with that super shots. Now, me personally, I don't even take the chance. I just build up the rage after I take out the rage island, and then give somebody else the ability to have full strength when they go in for that. Either that or my secondary backup dragon. Like I'll go in with 4 or whatever, and like I said, I will use that to build up that rage after going through some type of rage island. So that's what I like about her. However, the one downside to that type of dragon is it does have that guardian on the front, which will take out any kind of perches or anything you were using to, build up as a rage spot as you start in again. Now, the other thing is the Festive Dragon is supposed to be announced this week. Now, this will, of course, be on their their live streams and everything. But there is a big question I know a lot of you have, which is, was the video that Odin did, was it true? You know, this specific dragon, the festive dragon, he says is a hunter, blah, 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 blah. Is it true? Now, I don't remember the specifics he shared on the video. Somebody brought it up to my attention. I went and checked it out. And the truth is, guys, I have no idea. They don't share the dragon information with us in the creators faction until literally the same time that they share it to you. So when they go live, we see it at the same time as you do. Now, he did mention he was a gamers faction member that gave him the info. I'm not in gamers faction. I'm in creators faction. So I don't know what they see versus what we see. It's unfortunate that they would see things that much sooner than us. And it's truly unfortunate that he would, you know, try to utilize somebody else and, you know, risk their chances in the gamers faction or whatever that they might be doing for the game to make a video. I would never do that. I would never ask anybody to give me insider information just to make a video. But, you know, he is a kid. Probably didn't think that through. But is it true? I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that is tune into the live streams, guys. If you tune into those live streams, you'll be able to see for yourself if it is true. So it should be coming up this week. Be sure to check them out. They've got YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Now, speaking of videos, live streams, etc., what is coming this week? Now, I tend to try to make these promises to you guys that, you know, an upcoming video is going to be coming, or I plan to do a live stream, or I've got a new video, or I'm going to do another video. And it seems like every single time I try to schedule something, it just doesn't work out. In fact, yesterday I had planned to do a really cool new series, and I was going to do it last night because I had a lot going on yesterday. I was going to spend some time with the family because both of my girls were off for work. And then, of course, we ended up having a battery issue that Walmart is so lovely and taken care of that it caused us to sit for 2 hours in a waiting room while they tested our battery before they would, you know, fulfill the warranty. So needless to say, everything was delayed by 3 hours of my day, and I didn't get around to that video. So hopefully it's coming this week, but I'm not going to give you guys any more, you know, little tidbits of what's coming in the week, because like I said, it seems to jinx me every frickin' time. And I said frickin', not the bad word. Every single time I try to promise you guys a specific video or, you know, a new series or whatever, there just seems to be something that jinxes it. So from here on out, guys, I'm just going to start telling you, keep your eyes out and your ears open. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you can see what comes out when it comes out. And then if you don't want to miss out on the videos when they come, either live stream or new videos, whether they be Atlas series or they be beginner's guide series or one of my newest videos coming, then be sure to hit that bell so that you can get notifications. Now, another great way to sign up to be able to know what's going on is either follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, but most definitely the best place to go is join me in line. If you want to, you know, join me in my line app, just send me a message in line. My ID is going to be my old name, Royal Pain Wife, ROYALPAYNEWIFE, and just say, hey, can you add me to your line so that I can get updates? And of course, I share this platform with other YouTubers. If anybody else wants to be a part of this specific line group so that you can update people that you've got videos coming out, be sure to let me know. I can bring you in there. Right now, it's myself, Skyline, and Odin, and I really don't mind. All you got to do is come in there, share your information. It is a place for everyone. It's not just RPW's line. It's for anyone and everyone. So it tends to be a lot of fun in there. All right, guys. So now let's do something a little different that we haven't done on my channel in a long time, which is fly a dragon. I haven't flown dragons in so long, unfortunately, but I do want to go for a little flight with you guys with Hilder and let you see what you think and talk about what I think of this dragon. All right, let's try this for a third time. First time I forgot to talk. Second time I got interrupted by 2 calls. So we're going to go out for a flight using Hilder. I'm going to show you guys what I think of her. It's going to literally be live commentary. I normally just do a recording, speed it up, and then like talk over it. But this time we're actually going to go live. Now, this dragon's strength is about 347,000 or million. I said thousand. Go figure, right? 347 million in total attack versus this base, which is, I think it's at like 387 million. Now, you can't always go by that, guys. You can't expect your dragon to do great. Sometimes you've got to look at the tower level also, especially if you have something that has red mage spells or red spells on it. If it has high level red mages, you might have a little bit of a difficulty taking that mage out to be able to utilize those spells. So just keep that in mind. Now, the static blast is amazing, especially with it being a white spell, but it actually freezes everything midair. So if you're up against ballistas and Atlas, or you've got some stuff coming at you like an archer or whatever, you're going to be able to utilize that spell very well. Plus, it does have that guardian in the front that, like they said, and I said whenever we talked about the dragon before, that's going to take all that damage for you. So she is wonderful. Now let's go ahead and go into Atlas on the Atlas end, and I made sure that I moved everything around so we wouldn't give away any castle locations. But if I attack an Atlas with this dragon, it is so easy. Now, I do have some runes on this bad boy, but let's go ahead and go in. And guys, this is, of course, boosted. I boost all of my stuff, like everything. So just keep that in mind, that this isn't the base attack power. This is the boosted attack power. I don't know. Whenever it comes to my big boys, I always have a boost on. Now, with this dragon, I specifically love sorcerers that have guardians on them, because it allows me to back another player or play 2 accounts at once. Like when I had a quester, or I still have a quester, I shouldn't say when I had. With a quester, for example, I can be using a quester on my mini to attack an Atlas base, and on my main to attack an Atlas base, and in most cases, I can play both at the exact same time thanks to that guardian. So it's a lot more gold coming into the team when you're needing to really do some gold runs. So keep that in mind. I'm just a doer. It's not about beating the big bases for me. That's more for Kevin on our team and some of the others. For me, it's about just getting the job done and getting out there. So, gathering that gold, getting those attacks done in PvPs as fast as you can, whatever it might be. So that's specifically why I like the ones with guardians on it. As you see, it destroyed the Atlas base. And it actually does like really well backing up some of the larger players on our team as well. So I like the dragon very, very much. Now, outside of that, I do plan on getting, possibly the festive dragon. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what it would be like to take a much larger base. All right, this one has level 39 towers. Oh, no, it has a 52 there. All right, here we go. Let's go out, but it's a long base. I really want to bring up something that shows you how weak he can be. This one has level 60. There's no way that dragon's going to take level 60 at the level it is. 58, 60s. Here's some 52s, and it is a short base. So let's go ahead and go in and attack this base. Hopefully we don't get defenders, so that you guys can see what it's like on just a non-defense. Now, Stormheim, not Stormheim. Oh my gosh. Somnus is a beast. With that dragon, you can mow through some pretty amazing bases. I mean, truly a beast. So I'm hoping the next the next festive dragon is beastly as well, because that's pretty amazing. Now, the good thing is, guys, there was no real mage towers here, so I was able to utilize those spells. You guys have got to build your bases with red mage towers. It is very important. All right, so we're going to utilize out of range. There we go. The spear salvo is now being utilized. Now, the one thing that sucks is trying to give people XP if they ask for XP and you're using this dragon. It's like, oh, I would, but you didn't say it on time and my little guardian took it out. So that's that dragon. And I love any dragon that's a sorcerer that has specifically, the guardian in front. It's not that I love sorcerers. I just love them with that guardian. Okay, so when it came to the latest question I got, it was about the writer. And it was ironic that I got this question because I had the same question after I saw something. So I clicked on Kavana. I was working on her a little bit, and I happened to click on the blue shards. And I noticed that it says 100 Atlas Seasonal Blue Rider Shards used towards hiring Atlas Seasonal Riders of your choice. Now, here's the thing. Many of you that have been in Atlas for a while, this is probably something of, mass knowledge, but we all have a question. I haven't heard back from PG Crisis on this yet. The reason I asked this question is because on my mini, I still have 100 of the blue shards. And when I go look at other Atlas Riders, it shows that I can utilize them. It'll show 101 of 500 or whatever it might be. So I'm thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, those of you that have been, in Atlas for a while, if you can't, let's say, get all the way to the end of this, and for 3 seasons you get to the 150, which gives you exactly what you might need over time, it seems to me like you can actually hire past seasonal riders. So like right now, if I had some, it would show up on here. On my mini, I had actually got like 150 or 100, I can't remember, of, what is her name? Swan here. On that one, but I didn't get enough. So whenever I was looking in my unhired, it says that I have some from Alice. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. That means if that's the case, that you could, over a course of 3 different Atlas seasons, collect up the blue shards and then hire whichever ones that you should get. So like I said, if you are, a veteran to Atlas, you understand Atlas. I haven't heard back from Crisis to get an exact information on this, but it seems to me like, yes, guys, I think we can utilize those blue shards. Now, again, if you've been in Atlas for a while, you're probably thinking, duh. But those of us new had no idea, because on the regular side of WarDragons, that's not how it goes, with the sigils or whatever. So it seems to me, guys, like, yes, you will be able to hire something with these. Now, like I said, if I'm wrong, be sure to correct me. But that's pretty cool. Now, the next question they had was, which one should I go for? If I was to do that, which seasonal rider for Atlas should I go for? Well, let's look at this. Now, I literally did a side-by-side comparison of these with my mini and my main. Like, I compared Kavana to Malice. And, guys, they're literally the exact same thing. The only thing that might be a little different is their resist on these little off branches here. But they're all the same. Like, down to the very beginning, the rider skill increases, the XP gains, the cost, etc., down to like literally the ammo increase and all this. They're all the same. So really you could go by looks unless you're wanting a specific resist that you're wanting to add to your dragon. So yeah, that's pretty cool news for anybody that didn't know that. And like I said, if you know anything different and I am wrong or whatever, be sure to put that in the comment section below. But I'm going to assume yes. The answer is likely yes. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the information on how you can sign up for the giveaway of this week for a $20 in-game pack. Now, in order to win, you do have to watch Talk Dragon Tuesday. And of course, give me a thumbs up while you're here. I mean, who doesn't want to give thumbs up to $20 in-game pack videos, right? So anyways, you're going to be able to put a comment with your in-game name in the comment section below. If you're uncomfortable giving out your in-game name, just put use my YouTube name so that I know to use the YouTube name. And if you don't use your in-game name, it may take a little longer to get your prize out to you or whatever, because we'll have to get in contact. So if you do win and you didn't share that, you're going to have to send me, of course, an in-game message. Now, in order to win this week, you're going to go down, put your comments in the video, and you're going to tell me which rider is your favorite thus far. If you don't have a rider, just say no rider. If you have a favorite rider or one that you want that is your favorite, then be sure to put that in the comment section below. Now, outside of that, I do have to let everybody know that these giveaways are actually provided by WarDragons themselves. I actually just choose the winner. This is their way of supporting the Creators Faction members within the game and the community. So I want to thank them for, of course, being one of our basic sponsors here at this channel and supporting me, RPW. Now, here's the big thing, guys. $20 in-game packs are nothing to sneeze at, especially during the events. So be sure to get that in there. And remember that you should share this with your teammates, because, them winning a $20 in-game pack just means more points, means more points for your team. So that could be very useful during something like a PvP, which is coming in just, 24 hours? Yes, we got our chest phase, and then we've got the actual PvP coming. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if I said something incorrect like I did last week, I kept saying breeding event instead of feeding event, please just either A, read between the lines, or B, put a comment below to help correct everybody for me. I do not mind. Anyways, I will see you guys soon for my next video.